So let me tell you a little about this deal. This deal came to me from one of my partners of mine that we made a lot of money together wholesaling properties here in Chicago. He hit me about this property. He asked me if I had anybody that wanted to buy it. And I said, what's the address? He gave me an address. And as soon as he gave me an address, I said, yeah, I want it. I ain't look it up. I ain't do anything because I was already familiar with what's going on in the area. So I said, yeah, I want it. He said, are you sure? He said, it's pretty rough over there. I said, I know, but yeah, I want it. So I said, how much do you want? Because he was giving, this is one of my wholesale buddies. So he gave me the number that he's locked in at with the seller. I say, all right, well, how much you want to make? So he told me how much he wanted to make. And I said, okay, write it up. Me, as the type of investor I am, I don't try to beat everybody up on price. I really don't. I don't really like that. If the property numbers work for you as presented, then I go with those numbers. So what he wanted, and then what I was comfortable with doing on this deal, it worked for me. So I gave him exactly what he asked for, and I ended up buying this property for $200,000. In the state that it was in, I initially walked through and said that the rehab was going to be about, I think I said 180. Yeah, about 180. Then I get a bid from my contractor. It was about 190. Then another one, 200. So we end up being all in about 220 over here. We had some hiccups from the gas company. The gas company, let me go back. This property actually never had gas, and that's something that I missed in my initial walkthrough. Because it didn't have stoves, so I just missed it. Because nothing was in, none of the furnaces, none of the stoves, anything like that, and I assumed. And what that ended up doing, it cost me about almost 5 months of work. This property would have been done maybe in December of last year, maybe even November, had I realized that this property didn't have gas early on. I'd have got the construction team out here, and it was a whole lot of work, but it took about 4, close to 5 months to get that done. So that killed my money as far as holding costs. And yeah, it left a sour taste in my mouth. But one thing that I did do is I checked the comps. And when I purchased the property, it was comps going for about 530, 535. And that's what I was basing my ARV on. So I figured I was going to be in for 200. The rehab was going to be around 200. So I'm all in this property for 400,000. It appraised, the comps were about 535. So I say, okay, I'm good with that. I checked the comps, and the comps were 700,000. So even though things don't always go as planned, long as you keep working, you keep going, you don't let the stuff that happens along the way get you down. You got to just push through it, and then voila, shit just happens. So I feel real good about the comps over here. I'm not selling this property. This is something that we're gonna keep and keep it on to our portfolio. This was ended up being a great deal, and I got another property under contract 2 blocks away. And I'll be keeping that one also. So this is a 8-unit building. It will be all subsidized housing, Section 8 and other, not necessarily government agencies, but not-for-profits who subsidize rents for people that are in their programs. So this is in the front, these are 3 bedrooms. And then the other smaller units, those are 2 bedrooms. This top level, we're on the 3rd floor. This would be going for $1,300 a month. The 2nd floor is going for $1,200 a month. and the first floor is going for $1,100 a month. And all the units in the back go for $1,000 a month. So fully rented, this property get me about $7,900 a month. That's close to $100,000 in cash a year, just from this property alone. It's like $95,000 or something like that per year. So yeah, $7,900 a month. That'd be passive. It'd be passive.
What are the requirements for somebody who wants to go into real estate to do this? How can somebody else do this?
I don't know. Let me see. Let me think about that. Because I don't want to lie to people and make it seem like this is just so easy to do. This an 8-unit commercial building. Like people just don't qualify for mortgages and stuff for these like that. But it's definitely possible.
To break it down step by step, even if it's something that's a long goal instead of a short goal, what steps do we need to take down?
So if you want to do something like this, and something like this means a commercial building, you do need some real estate experience. And if you don't have real estate experience yourself, then you can leverage other people who does have experience, like myself or other investors, because 9 times out of 10, it's not in your best interest to pay cash for the property. So you want to have some type of debt service on the property. And you have to fall within their guidelines to be approved for a deal like this. So rarely do you find a lot of newbies in deals like this. This is kind of sort of a level up when it comes to real estate. When you've been doing, fix and flip for so long, you only want to do 2-unit buildings, and you want to do a 4-unit building. That 4-unit turns into a 6 or an 8. So that's where we are now here. It was just natural progression. We kind of moved into doing multifamily rehabs, what we would call a value add or capital X. And yeah, that's just really my focus. I've been shifting focus. I haven't really been doing a lot of fix and flipping on homes. I've been doing a lot of fix and flipping on multi-unit buildings, keeping them for our portfolio, refinancing, cashing out. And that's kind of been my investment strategy for maybe the last 18 months, almost 2 years. I say about 18 months. But again, it's not impossible. It's not far-fetched. Just get to work, do some deals. Read books, study people on YouTube, real people though. Just because they're on YouTube don't mean that they, do what they say they're doing. I'm always in my properties that I own. I got every HUD to show for every deal that I made. I got tax returns and profit and losses to show that I've never lost money on a real estate deal. Every flip was profitable, every last one from the beginning until now. Everybody can't say that. And I'm not saying that bragging. I'm just saying that in confidence because it's a system to what it is that we do. And the numbers tell us should we do a deal. It's not me emotionally. It's not because it looked good. It's not because it's a pretty block. It's the numbers. If the numbers tell me that we need to buy and this is what's going to happen, that's what we do. And I followed that. And I've never lost money on a real estate deal, ever. If the information serves you, reach out. I Buy Homes Cash on Instagram. I will be dropping my 10X wholesale course. It's showing you how to do the 5 and 6-figure wholesale checks. And I mean high 5 figures, not 10,000. I mean $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 checks, $120,000 checks. So yeah, reach out, subscribe, follow, add, share, call, text, do it all.